Swimming like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank.
Hello and welcome to the Harrisburg Shrimp Tank video wrap-up today. I'm your co-host, Nathan Emboden, alongside guest co-host today, Joy Snyder. Catch a replay of all of our broadcasts, particularly John Petrie's today, on our website at harrisburg.shrimptankpodcast.com. Also, you can follow us on our channel at iTunes, the Apple Podcast Store, Google Play, and iHeartRadio nationally. So good stuff going on the Shrimp Tank. And, we have John Petrie on the show today. And earlier, we just got done filming this podcast, and we learned a lot of good things. Really, John is the third generation currently in the business. So we learned about how they've been able to break through what some people call that dreaded third generation issue with family businesses. We talked about marketing and how John tries to differentiate himself to drive business, and also some good ideas on how to incentivize employees. So don't miss any of that podcast. Again, catch it all on our website at harrisburg.shrimptankpodcast.com. And so we want to get into this video wrap-up. But first, John, and most importantly, I happen to know that you're a fan of bourbon, correct?
I am.
Okay. Well, we got a nice surprise for you here, John. Uh-oh.
Coming into our Shrimp Tank studios.
Guest shrimp tender today with some nice bourbon.
Oh, my.
Thank you, Shrimp Tender.
That's
John, I'm not going to talk
wonderful.
too much about that, but that
Thank
is
you.
from Hill Rock.
Okay.
We'll touch on that a
All
little
right.
bit. There's some ties to Whistle Pig. So
Okay.
there you go. Enjoy.
I will. Thank you.
And John, we just wanted to ask you, for those listeners who might just be tuning in, who haven't gotten a chance to listen to the full podcast yet, could you give us a brief overview of your company, of how it services, who it helps, and what you do?
So Mother Hubbard's Custom Cabinetry is a kitchen and bath remodeling company serving the South Central Pennsylvania market. We're a 46-year-old company, and we specialize in kitchen and bath renovation, understanding the wants, needs, and desires of our client, and then trying to interpret that through good quality design and then renovation with American-made, Pennsylvania-made cabinets.
Very
So,
cool.
Wow, that's great.
Very
Especially,
cool.
we love local entrepreneurs and using local-made things. That's just wonderful.
Yeah, very much so. So you talked on the podcast about your background in education in architecture and your other design education, but that doesn't necessarily teach you how to run a business. So how did you learn how to run the business and do it as well as you have done it?
So the real answer to that is through just through watching my dad and learning at his feet, so to speak. So was a great opportunity to learn and then take what he taught me then and then through our association take the courses that I needed to kind of round that out and just enhance what he had taught me.
Very cool.
And John, during the podcast, you touched on a lot of good subjects with working with business and family. I think you have such a unique perspective since you worked first with your father and now you have children and you work with your wife as well in the business. But if you wanted to talk a little bit about that for our listeners today, what could you tell them about the tips that you would give them for working with family?
Be patient.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's I enjoy working with my family, but it is there needs to be a separation. So that separation, those relationships at home need to be able to stay mom and dad and daughter at home, but at work they're different. And somebody's the boss and somebody's the employee, and they need to have respect for each other in doing that on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So important.
Good stuff, John. Thank you. And some other great tips that you provided on the full podcast. So for those viewers out there who are interested in finding out more about you and checking out what you can do and the services you provide, what's the best way for them to do that?
It'll be on our website, which is mhcustom.com.
Okay, excellent. Well, again, thank you for being a guest on our podcast, John. And I've had the privilege of being in his showroom, which is on Trindle Road in Mechanicsburg. And what a cool space. You can get some cool kitchen design ideas, some bathroom closet designs. The designers will work right with you in their showroom. You just installed this sweet pop-up TV that you use.
Wow.
Lots of good stuff to get that project started. So if you're looking for assistance and you need to freshen things up, be sure to check out John, again, at his website and check him out in his location in Mechanicsburg. And next week on the Harrisburg Shrimp Tank, we have a special guest, Jordan Hill, 2012 football, Nittany Lion, Penn State football player who was part of the courageous team that had to deal with all the NCAA sanctions and the big Penn State football scandal. So we're going to hear his story. You are not going to want to miss that. Again, thanks for being a part of the show. We'll see you next week on the Harrisburg Shrimp Tank.
I've been feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp